And it was great. I felt great going in. I knew based on running the rounds that I was in. Well, I knew for a couple months now that I've been 46 shape. It was just a matter of piecing the perfect race together. It wasn't the perfect race, but I got the job done. I just went out there with the mindset like, hey, let's make this team. Let's try not to do anything crazy or do something special. Just go out there and run, and that's what I did. And this close, man. I don't know what hurts more, that race or running 46.8 in theory, but I think it was really good.
Question here from Tom Shad, USA Today, asks, what are the emotions of coming so close to the world record?
I looked at it and I was like, dang, man, like 0.05, 0.05. Like that's not even anything in the grand scheme of things. And it was, that much. I mean, you train so hard all year in, year out. I was training my butt off during COVID during 2020, but I mean, it hurts a little bit to know that it was right there and I couldn't grab it, but it's just more fuel for the fire, man. I mean, it'll come when it comes, and I'm happy. Like now that things are settling in. I'm kind of happy I didn't do it now because it's like if I would have broken the world record now, what would I have done in Tokyo? I mean, would I be able to maintain that level of fitness? So we're just building towards it, man, and hopefully I get it first, and we'll see what happens.
Question here from Adam Kilgore, Washington Post, asks, when you get that close, does it give you a new perspective for how hard it is to do, or maybe does it reassure you that you can do it?
It reassures me I can do it. I mean, I had to hold back a lot on that backstretch because it's like the hurdles come faster than I anticipate them to come. And it's just a matter of gauging where I'm at in the race. I don't want to 12-step the backstretch because that's not what I practice, and that's not what we prepare for. So I know it's there. I just gotta tweak some more things. I mean, that was I think my the fifth race of the season, maybe. So yeah, I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm pretty excited.
Question here from Eric Bowl of Diestat says, Rai, from what you recollect about your 46.98 race in Zurich, how would you compare your execution today versus that race in 2019?
I think I was more aware. In Zurich, I kind of let Warham go in that first 150 of the race, and I was playing catch up the rest of the way. And I mean, I had the foot speed and I had the strength, but as you guys saw, like I ran out of real estate. I mean, I was coming, but I ran out of real estate because I made such a rookie mistake in that first half. And I mean, that was my first year pro on the circuit, and you chalk all that up to experience. And I would like to think I'm more experienced now, and I know not to make those mistakes anymore. And I just have a different drive now. It's just a different hunger. Like I want to win. Like I want to be dominant. I want to be the best hurdler there's ever been. So, I mean, I'm just gonna keep working, man. I think right now is gonna stop me from achieving what I need to achieve. And I mean, I'm ready to sacrifice anything, and sacrificed a lot this year. So, I mean, man, I can run so much faster. I know it. I feel it. So, we'll see what happens.
Question here from Tom Shad, USA Today, says, I saw something on Twitter about someone throwing their spikes at you and cutting your hand or something. Yeah. Can you explain what happened?
Okay, so a fan wanted me to sign his spike, and it was in the spike bag, and he tossed it because they weren't letting us go up against the rail where the camera is, where it runs along the 100. And I caught the spike and spiked my finger. But I'm all right, they came out here to support me. Although I didn't know the guys. I mean, you don't really know half the fans, and I mean that's what it's all about in all honesty. So I'm willing to, do that. Blood, sweat, and tears. Am I right? So shoot, I don't really. It wasn't anything crazy or violent. It was just I caught the spike bag, and then I'm like walking, and I'm like, why does my finger feel weird? And I look at it, and it's all bloody. So yeah, that's what happened.
Question here from Dennis Freeman asks, how much faster do you believe you can run?
I think there's more there in the tank, a lot more there. I can't say for sure, but I felt really strong coming home. Um, that's a hard question. I know I can run like 46 low right now if I really actually tried. Um, and that's no disrespect to anyone, but uh, like I said, my main goal this meet today wasn't to go break a world record. I just wanted to make the team, and 46.8 was just a result of that. But I know I could run a lot faster based on how I felt that first 200 and that last 200.
Question here from Adam Kilgore, Washington Post, asks, did you catch Grant's semifinal race?
Sure did. I sure did. He hyped me up. I think that's what got me to go out there and do that. In all honesty, I saw that and I was like, this kid's a beast. I mean, Grant and I were here early, and we were at the practice track and we were talking, and we said the same thing to each other. I'm like, hey man, don't do anything special. Don't try to change anything. He said the same to me. He's just like, man, I'm just trying to make this team. And he said this thing to me where it's like survivor's remorse, and like that's his motto coming into the meet. And I saw that from him. I saw him going into the waiting area, and I could see that he was locked in. And I was like, yeah, he's ready to go. He's ready to roll. He's not playing around today. So I like things like that. Like when I see my friends like locked in and running fast out there, it just gets me going. And seeing Mike win last week was like, man, like I'm ready to be out there, but we're a week apart, and you have to bottle those emotions and those feelings. And just seeing Grant do that just made me like just want to go out there and just do something kind of crazy. But then I had to check myself, like, all right, let's just make this team, man. Don't change anything. Don't do anything stupid. Let's just make this team.
Question here from Ashley Coleman asks, patience and resiliency, what do those mean to you heading into the Olympics?
Be patient enough to learn my mistakes. Be patient enough to trust my fitness. In regards to the resiliency, you guys saw my first round wasn't the best, but I stayed patient, and I didn't let like that small mishap like affect me. All those stutter steps and stuff like that. I mean, it's USA's. This is the hardest team to make in the world, as you guys saw this weekend and last weekend. I mean, it's unforgiving out here. I mean, no one really cares if you're the world leader or world champion. If you don't make that team on that day, they don't care. You're not going. So, I mean, it's really sad in some cases, and you hate to see it, but I mean, you just have to be resilient. You have to be patient, and then especially the way these next few years are lined up. We have a world championship. It goes Worlds Olympics, right? Or Worlds Olympics Worlds, something like that. So there's time to bounce back, and I know people are going to come back hungrier than ever. So I mean, I just got to work 10 times harder next year. Be patient enough to learn my mistakes, and be patient enough to be great when it matters.
Question here from Dennis Freeman asks, who has been your biggest aspiration in the hurdles?
Man, who has been my biggest aspiration in the hurdles? I wouldn't say I aspired to be like anyone else. I take the advice given to me by the past great hurdlers, like Edwin and Kevin Young, Dr. Edwin Moses, sorry, Kevin Young, Felix Sanchez chatted to me, another USC alum, a little bit a couple of years ago, and I take the advice from these guys because they've been there and they've medaled and they've ran very, very, very well. And I mean, to aspire to be just like them, I feel like we'll be shortchanging myself. I want to be better than these guys, but at the same time, I have an enormous amount of respect for them, and the time that they take out of their lives to give me some advice here and there and stuff like that. But I mean, I look up to Quincy Watts, though. That's my hero. No honesty, that's my hero, big time. And Coach Hayes as well too. 2 Olympic gold medalists, and they're always in my corner, and I'm happy for that.
Another question here from Dennis Freeman. It says, Rai, you're great at the 400 and the 400 hurdles. Why did you decide to do the 400 hurdles to make the U.S. Olympic team?
Hi Nike. If that answers your question, but I could have done both. I could have done either or, but I just chose to do the 400 hurdles because I mean that was my event. That's my bread and butter. Um, Hopefully after these Olympics, I can focus on another event, maybe the 200 for World Championships. But we'll see. I don't know yet, but I mean the 400 hurdles is my bread and butter, and I have a lot. I have a lot of potential there. There's a lot I could do there, and I don't want to break Michael Norman's heart just yet. So that's why. But Michael, I still love you, bro. My bad. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that. But yeah. Just chose to do the 400 hurdles because that's my bread and butter.
All right, we'll see if any other reporters have any questions. Reporters, if you're typing something in the chat right now, just